to leave you and lead you away. Now I just wish I can hold you. You told me.
We're here today with Tyler Medeiros, called the Canada's youngest pop sensation. How are you doing today, Tyler?
I'm good, and you?
Good. My first question for you is, how old are you?
I'm 16.
You are 16. Wow.
Yes.
That is incredible. You already have, what, 2 hit singles out?
Yes.
Unbelievable. The first one is called Girlfriend, which you did with Danny Fernandes. And the second one is Say I Love You, Please Don't Go, featuring Lil Twist, right?
Yes.
We hate to name drop, of course, but your cousins are Shawn, Desman, and Danny Fernandes?
Yes, they are.
Tell me a little bit how they helped you get into the industry.
Well, they've both been a big influence on my life, musically and family-wise. But Danny helped me more to get into the industry because he was first signed to CP Records. And then he always knew that music was a hobby and a love of mine. And he would always talk about me to the label. And then they finally got me in the studio and we came up with Girlfriend. And then they signed me, and now today we're here.
Wow. And pretty quick too, because when did that start around? How old were you when that started?
I was in grade 8, so I was 13, 14.
Wow, that is pretty quick. So what would be, you'd consider, the best advice Danny ever gave you?
To always work hard.
That is sound advice, that's for sure. On any scale. You were born and raised in Toronto, is that right?
Yes.
If I'm coming to Toronto, never been before, tell me, what is the best thing about that city for you?
All the people, they're really friendly.
So I saw on your website, which is tylermedeiros.com, you have a great picture of you and Flo Rida on one side and Pharrell on the other. And I thought, you must be in bliss right now. I mean, you must be as happy as you could be. Tell me about them welcoming you and working with them.
Well, I haven't worked with Pharrell yet. I was in the studio and he was there, so I just went to go meet him. He's another artist that I really listen to and look up to. So it was a pleasure meeting him. And Flo has been traveling with the momentum of Good Feeling, so I haven't been in the studio too much with him. I've been more on my own and working with producers and stuff and basically trying to show him what I'm capable of on my own.
Right. And you're working on a new album now, right?
My first album.
Do you have a title for it?
We do not have a title yet. We've had a few titles, but we keep switching them.
Okay. But you have a single you're working on, I Got It Bad?
Yes.
How's it going in the studio?
Very well. Everyone gives their 110%.
Tell me about your experience with building an album for the first time. What are you liking about it?
It's really fun. You get to create a lot. You get to expand your mind and express how you feel in other ways that you couldn't. You know what I'm saying? It's like writing poetry, but with a lot more emotion behind it.
I also noticed that you're writing songs or working with Ryan Dan and Belly, and I thought, as far as Canadian artists go, that's a really broad range you've got coming to the table. So are you looking for a really distinctive sound to pull together something very unique?
Yeah, we try and get everyone's opinion from different point of views to try and get the best unique sound that we could.
I noticed also on your website you've got an Across Canada tour coming up with Pitbull and Flo Rida. You're their opening act, correct?
Yes.
And you start in Vancouver.
No, sorry, I'm not the opening act. I'm coming in between Flo's set.
Oh, okay. So you're in between.
Yeah.
So you start in Vancouver March 19th?
Yes.
And you end up in Halifax on April 4th. Have you ever been across Canada this way before?
Yes, I have. Actually, my first show ever was in Vancouver on a Cross Canada tour.
And what are you looking forward to doing this again?
To meeting all the new people, all the new fans, and all the new followings that I'll have.
You did an anti-bullying campaign. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Of course, Family has every year an anti-bullying campaign, and this year they decided to have me as, I guess, the face of it, and I came up with a song, What's a Stand-Up, which you can get on iTunes. And that song was the campaign song, and I would go to schools and help interact with kids and try and help them and reach out to them and make sure that they know that this problem can be resolved.
Mm. And what were the audiences like? Were the students very open to talking about it? Because you went to middle schools, right? I mean, that's a tough, time to be, I mean, that's really a lot where bullying happens. So tell me, what were the audiences like? Were they really responsive to the campaign?
Yeah, they were, because they finally see someone their age that knows what it is that they're going through and someone that they can talk to.
So I had a look at your Twitter page. We're going to give you a little shout out on Press Plus One afterwards, so that's how you'll know where to find this interview. And
okay, cool.
I got a couple of questions for you from your Twitter page.
All right.
Okay, ready? First of all, it says right at the top, your little bio, Canada's youngest pop sensation, singer, songwriter, single. I wanted to know if you meant single the album or single as in dating availability.
Single as in, because I announce my singles after that. So single, say I love you, girlfriend, like that kind of stuff. But I am single.
Okay. Because my question was going to be, are we going to be getting status updates like on Facebook, like in a relationship or it's complicated? Like, will that change as your stuff changes?
You never know.
And the other thing I wanted to know about was this QTEE hashtag. It's actually spelled QTEE. Tell me about that.
It's something that I call my fans to really separate them from others, and it really shows, I guess it makes us more of a family. They're not just my fans, they're something special to me.
I really liked it. I think that's super cute to begin with, and I might suggest that would be a great album name as well.
Well, we have a song coming out with that name that I made specially for my fans.
Oh, awesome. So fans of Tyler can probably see him live in concert sometime between March 19th and April 4th. He is hitting pretty much all the major cities in Canada. So, you have to be really in the, far out in the wilderness if in order to not see him this year. So you've got a lucky chance to see him just before his new album comes out. When is your first album going to come out, Tyler?
We're aiming for the summer, but we don't want to rush anything. We want to make sure we're 100% behind it.
Right. So, and your fans can connect with you how? Through your website?
Through my website, you can get all my links for Twitter. You can follow me at TylerMedeiros.com. At Tyler Medeiros. You could join my Facebook fan page. Mm-hmm. I have pictures on Twitter on the fan page, videos. You could check out my online clothing store. You could pick up cutie shirts, binders, pencils, a bunch of stuff. Whatever you need, you could get your cutie swag on my site.
Very nice. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the time, Tyler, and best of luck with your
problem.
album. And give us a shout when you're selling around your very first album.
I definitely will. Thank you.
I just wanna hear you say, I just wanna hear you say I love you. I just wanna hear you say, I just wanna hear you say, I just wanna hear you say I love you.